going on. They got good bud. They chill. Their events isn't all wild, crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's the vibe. That's the vibe I get here. It's like cool motherfuckers. They got good bud, different kinds of flavors. Everybody chill. You know what I'm saying? To me, those are like the best kind.
I mean, however it goes, man. It's us that bring the temperature to the building. We're the ones that bring the vibe. If the vibe ain't right, then you know what I'm saying. How you gonna sit back and enjoy it?
That's a fact. That's a fact.
With this, you know what I'm saying. With this plant, bro. That's why we big about free to plant. Is this brings so many communities together that normally wouldn't even socialize, hang out, do anything together, but it gives everybody a common bond.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's you know, it's a beautiful thing, man. So it's just the vibe is on who brings the vibe, man. Anytime we go somewhere, man, anytime we vent with any of our homies out here, man, like we really get it together, man. Like it's a good ass vibe. It's a cool environment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's what it's about. If it's not about that, then what is, you know what I'm saying? What's the sense, bro?
Yeah, that's true. It's about establishing your brand and the experience. But we'll get to that. That's later on tonight. That's the what do they call that? When you have like the undercard, then you got the fucking.
Oh yeah, you got the main event.
Yeah, that's the main event.
Yeah. Gotta bring it out.
These the undercards right here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But so basically, what I want to do first off, I'm gonna kick the show off. FWS Future World Sport Broadcast Network, the global standard. I am Christian Lovechild, and I'm sitting here with probably one of the most compelling, polarizing, impactful entrepreneurs in the community right now. I'm not going to sit here and disrespect him or shade him by saying he hasn't been around long, because I'm going to use that more as a compliment. He's done a lot in a little bit of time. I like guys like that. Bang them up, come in there, boom, 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 shake it up. Yeah, I'm here. I like that. I heard him on the radio. It was crazy because I couldn't believe my ears when I was driving. I think I was coming back from DC, and I was coming over. I think I just hit Newport News, and I heard it. Are you tired of those corny Mylar bags? OT Exotics. I said, oh, word, what? What is this? Mylar, OT Exotics on the radio. What the fuck?
Hey, you know what I'm saying? It was just an opportunity that presented itself. And I won.
It was a good commercial.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It was really dope, man. Me, my partner, bro, we came together. We stormed it together, man, put our heads together. We came up with a dope idea for it.
So who did who?
It was our man from the radio station, man.
Okay. So you wrote out a script?
With the whole, like, I'm tired of being finessed by the Mylar bag. You know what I'm saying? So it started its own thing, man. And honestly, we were, you know what I'm saying, just, I was just getting here.
You can take this mic off. You can take this mic off.
I was just getting here. Like, literally wasn't even back home in VA, not even a week. And so I ran into the man, you know what I'm saying, from the radio station. We chopping it up, man, and, you know what I'm saying, one thing led to another, and we got into the business aspect of things. And he was like, you know, this would be some pioneer shit right here. Ain't nobody did it. You know what I mean? So I was like, let's go. Let's do it. Because at the end of the day, like, the culture has to start, you know what I'm saying, or be birthed. Something has to be done. It got to be different. It got to be a wave, you know what I'm saying? And it was just one of those things that just was like, it sounds right to do. You know what I'm saying? Because no one knows us from nothing.
Yeah.
And I'm coming back home after being gone for so long. So it's like, I got to come with something that's going to make some noise, man, and really, like, stir up the pot and make people start taking a look.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. What were and we're not going to spend too much time on it, but what were the results that you saw from that? Because you told me about a scenario that happened at an event you were at after you had aired the commercial. And you can
Yeah,
you tell me that? Yeah.
So like we had our first event, you know what I'm saying, and we were late. It was our first time going out there to do our thing, man. We be late as hell, so we end up all the way in the back, and I'm like, man, this shit about to be bad. Like we not finna make nothing.
How late was y'all?
Yo, we was like 30 minutes late.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So we outside in the sun. It's July. I'm like, I wasn't wanting this one. But the commercial had people looking for us. And when they came to the event, and I ain't even gonna lie to you, like we didn't had nothing branded, marked, nothing. The only thing we had was some packaging and some merchandise, like I had hoodies, tees, all of that stuff.
OT Exotics on it.
OT Exotics.
How long had the commercial been spinning before the event?
Not even a week, bro.
What?
Not even a week.
Bro, yo, let me tell you. I want you to get back to the story. Don't forget where you was at. But the way that it came on and how it was very long. It was very long for a commercial to continue to repeat the same thing. It reminded me of those furniture commercials when they'd be like, sell, Hanes at the end of the year, sell. Yeah. But instead of saying it was OT Exotics, it was like y'all was saying everything without, yo, we got fire. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Go ahead, though.
You know what I'm saying?
So y'all got there late.
We got there late. We didn't think nobody was going to really rock with us, man. And we ended up actually having a really good show. You know what I'm saying? We did good. You know what I'm saying? So
and good how? Like, let the people know,
like people was coming through, like they came to us legit, like, oh, yo, we heard you on the radio. We've been looking for y'all, da-da-da-da-da.
See, he being humble with y'all, folks. They was walking past people's tables looking for OT Exotics. Yeah, well. They was going past. They was in the back. He put it in a little quick, concise. I'm going to break it down for you. They was in the back. Right? So you have to walk past 30. Zahir, $30, $50, yo, 40, 30. They walk past all of that. To say, no, fuck, I don't know. But where OT Exotics at? That's hard from that commercial, a week in the spin. Thank you. That's fire.
It was, just let's test the water. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if people gonna really realize and see what's going on, or they gonna come rock with us. Because at the end of the day, for us, man, with our brand, we want organicness, man. It's got to be natural.
Right.
We want people who genuinely want to rock with us, that want to come and see us, that want to, you know what I'm saying, experience what we got. You know what I mean? Because it's a culture, it's a lifestyle, it's a wave, you know what I mean?
Right.
And to get back to the whole with the commercial, the reason it came like that is, man, you got to think, we're in a time where everything is right now. So you got to embed it in people's minds with a constant repetitiveness, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So they can catch to it like, oh, yo, I done heard that. And they might forget where they heard it from, but it'll be stuck in the back of their mind somewhere. Yep. You know what I mean? So it was just about really trying to brand everything, man, and just really put it out there like we here to stay, man. Like we bringing the Bay to VA, you know what I'm saying? The Panda's here. You know what I mean? Like
Panda gang.
Like we just out here really trying to, you know what I'm saying?
Panda link up.
Give to the community, man, and really and educate the community on what the difference is and the qualities and, you know what I'm saying, what this does for medical purposes and, you know what I'm saying, et cetera.
So you mentioned the Bay. Can you kind of like, let's start from, you know what? Nah, let's do this. This is the interview. Let's start from where it all began. All right, so where you come up at, where you grow up at, you know what I'm saying? How was your life? Did you have like your mom and your dad? Like, how was your?
All right, so for me, I grew up in a military family. My pops was in the military, so we moved around a lot. I lived overseas for probably like, I think 4 or 5 years before I even came back to the States. You know what I mean? I didn't see a commercial until I was like 5 or 6 years old. So we moved around. Landed in Virginia. I went to middle school, high school here in VA. Graduated.
What high school?
I went to Nottoway High.
Nottoway? What's that?
Yeah, that's out in Nottoway County, man. I lived in Blackstone, Virginia.
Ah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? I got moved around when we first came here. We was at Petersburg, so I was, you know what I'm saying, in the Petersburg school system.
So Blackstone's near Richmond?
It's more near Petersburg. You're looking at, you know what I'm saying?
20 minutes outside of Richmond.
Yeah, it's further outside of Richmond than that, bro. You're talking about out in the south side of VA, like Tobacco Land. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it was a culture shock when I moved here because when I moved out there, it just was a different way of life, and it was something I was never used to. You know what I'm saying? I seen a lot of things that, as a kid, it make you like, man, it's really still like this in the 90s.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? But
Like what kind of things? Like just like some country shit?
racism, man. Like that's when I really got like introduced to like seeing racism and seeing it for what it really was. You know what I'm saying?
So when you were coming up, and this is in Blackstone.
Yeah.
So like in Blackstone, describe it for the people. What's it like in Blackstone?
I mean, it's just the same as all the small towns. It's just one of those, if you know, it's a good small town. It's a lot of great people out there. You know what I'm saying? It's just that for me, I was so used to living differently that when I came to a smaller town, it just was like I came from outside of a box to inside of a box. But it was really what I needed. Because at the end of the day, everything you go through is a learning experience, is lessons, you know what I'm saying? It's going to teach you certain things. And I learned a lot from being out there as a kid.
So you went from, you went from overseas to Blackstone?
No. I went from overseas and was living up in Maryland, you know what I'm saying? Then went to North Carolina, moved around in Virginia like 2-3 times before we got stationed where we were stationed at.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so as a kid, I was so used to moving around and having to make new friends and just, I was constantly on the go. So naturally, you know, later on in life, I ended up pursuing the same as my father. You know what I mean? And that led me to 03 in Iraq for the invasion.
Oh, wow.
As a young 22-year-old. So
can you break that down? I mean, that's probably some stuff you don't even like thinking about, right?
I mean, it's been so long now, man, and I've been like, real talk, mental health is a big thing that I'm on.
Facts. So
because
we are here too. Yeah.
I was diagnosed with severe PTSD, manic depression, and then severe anxiety. And when I exited out the military, they had me on 22 pills a day. I had really no way of life. Like, my quality of life was shit.
Damn.
Who wants to deal with a dude that gained over 125 pounds, can barely move, drools on himself, and like narcoleptic goes to sleep and shit on the couch?
Wow.
Because I was over medicated.
Damn.
So
is this through this was through the military?
This was through the VA after I was medically retired. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I started. They was putting me through all these pills and all this shit. None of the pain management was working. Nothing was working.
Right.
And so one day I went in and seen the doctor, and I was like, what's the cocktail of these pills gonna do to my insides? Because, you know, your liver, your kidneys, all that stuff is a filtration system for your body.
Right.
So if you slamming it with four different narcos, two to three times a day, on top of all the other pills they got you taking to coincide so this doesn't give you an effect, what's that doing to your liver and kidneys?
It's killing it.
Killing it. But he looking at me like, how the hell does this dumbass soldier realize this shit? Like, why would he even ask this? Bro, because I don't feel right. I don't feel the same. This ain't who I'm supposed to be at 31, 32 years old. I ain't supposed to be feeling like this.
You got a whole life ahead of you,
Whole life. I got daughters my oldest daughter was in high school at the time.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, she wasn't even in high school at the time. She was still in elementary school. Middle school.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then I got a younger daughter behind her, you know what I'm saying, that was coming up. So I'm like, man, I can't be like this.
Right.
I took all the pills, dumped them in the trash can that day in the office, and I was like, man, I'm done taking this shit. And he was like, so what you gonna do? And I was like, man, I'm going back to cannabis. And I literally...
You told him that?
Yeah, man.
What did he say? What was his response?
He ain't had no response, man. Like, what can you tell me, bro? Like, everything y'all giving me is gonna kill me.
Right.
So you just trying to kill me, get me out the way so you could pass down, you know what I'm saying, what I done earned, y'all want to kick that over to the next one immediately. You want to kill us and get us out the way. That's how I felt. I'm not saying that's true, but that's just how I felt.
That's how you fast as you right?
That's how I felt, because at the end of the day, none of the shit they was doing was really getting me back to where I needed to be. Got on the cannabis, started smoking. You know what I'm saying? I started eating cleaner. I found a doctor to help me with the nerve damage in my lower back so I didn't have to have surgery. And I just slowly built myself back together, man. I started losing the weight and all that.
What did you do? Because I hear a lot of people talk about, what were some of the things that he did for your lower back?
The way I did it was, man, they wanted to fuse my back, but I didn't want to get fused because like all the OGs was telling me like, man, every 6 years they got to fuse up your spine. You know what I'm saying? after they start that process, and my nerve damage is in my lower back, you know what I mean? So I was like, nah, I'm cool on that. I found this young doctor that wanted to do nerve ablations. I had never heard what that was.
Right.
But basically, they go in and burn your nerves out that's damaged, so you don't feel the pain,
So
so
you
it
don't
doesn't
feel it.
aggravate the sciatic nerve.
Ah.
So in doing so, I did that for 3 years straight. It takes 9 to 12 months for the nerves to regenerate back in the body. The third year I did it, I was able to get back in the gym, and I slowly developed my own workout that I was able to do within my parameters because of the pain level and what I had going on with me. And I just slowly grinded it out, man. I ended up losing over 125 pounds.
Over how long?
It took me, for the 125, it took me 4.5 years. But it was a slow process. I had to find my way, you know what I'm saying? It was a real, like, eye-opening thing for me, you know what I'm saying?
Do you feel like it was like a second, not second chance, but like you found a second chance at life, a second opportunity, like type vibe?
I really did, because, like, my whole life I had given to the military. I sacrificed a lot for the military. And so to be at 12 years in and realize I'm medically retiring up out of here because I physically and mentally can no longer take this grind no more. I'm sitting at home broken and don't even know what I'm about to do. And I'm 33 years old at this time.
And it's like, damn, it feel like it lived a lifetime over the way your body is.
Body smacked, man.
Yeah.
They told me, I think when I was like 31, when it all first went down, I had the spine of like a 55-year-old man at 31.
Damn.
Yeah.
Now, what was your job in the military? In the military? Heard you. Heard you. Heard you. So, I guess that whatever you were doing was causing that pressure.
Nah, it was some incidences that took place during the deployment, man. I'm not gonna get into it, but just by the grace of God, man, I'm still here. Like, I don't know people that, you know what I'm saying, go through some of the stuff that a lot of us went through over there that could still live and tell about it because we've seen too many go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it gives you a whole nother reflect on life. And then when you sitting there broken and you like, damn, why couldn't I have just died? I would have rather lost my life on the battlefield fighting than to just be broken.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
that stuff all runs through your mind and stuff, and then you got to start trying to, like, find yourself. And I went through a long process of really finding myself. And the cannabis is what really helped me through it. And I switched over. I started more holistic diet, you know what I'm saying, eating cleaner. And when I started eating cleaner, I was doing good, man. COVID broke out, man. I ain't catch COVID once, man. And everybody around me was catching that shit and was
Right.
all around me. And I was not, I was negative every time.
Because you had probably, for
I had
years,
high alkaline in my body,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I was really, like, on it real tough. And I felt the shift. And like I tell anybody, once you get your physical right, that shit'll pan out your mental. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So,
Well, let's talk about this then. So you introduced the weed as far as like for the healing properties of it. How did you turn that into your brand that it is now? How did that happen? How does it go from like, okay, I'm gonna use this to get better, and then
it's just kind of like being, like, seeing what's going on in the markets.
okay,
You know what I'm saying? Like, I was going out to the Bay and was seeing a lot of, like, how cookies and, you know, Burner with Cookies was doing their thing. And
so you were in Cali at this time.
well, I was traveling back and forth because at the time I was dating a woman from Oakland.
Okay.
So I was going back and forth. And at this time, I'm starting to really get myself back together. And I started seeing how the dispensaries was and how everything was packaged and branded and how certain things was.
Yeah.
And I was just like, well, shit, that's the wave. If you can market and brand, it don't matter what it is. If you got a dope-ass product, it's gonna speak for itself. But when you brand it and market it the right way,
Yep.
it's gonna take you to a whole nother level, right? And I noticed this from the blueprint that was laid out by Burner and Cookies. Like, he literally laid out a blueprint. If you follow the blueprint, you know what I'm saying, this is what you know what I'm saying, this is what the success can be.
Yeah.
But are you willing to do it? Are you willing to keep investing back into yourself? Are you willing to spend those long ass nights researching shit? Are you willing to take chances on yourself when everyone else is like wanting to invest and rock with you, but nobody really wants to pull the trigger with you, and you stuck having to pull the trigger yourself and pull it out the mud? You know what I'm saying? So I just looked at it like, shit, I'm just gonna do what it gotta do, cause hell, I done spent the last first 40 years of my life, this is what I did. Now I'm on the next half of my life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And this is how I'm looking at it. This is what I'm on. Like, I'm about the brand. You know what I mean? Like, it's trying to really, like, bring a brand here to VA, man, that VA can be proud of and stand on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, man, it's more of an outside influence. Mm-hmm. I wanted to bring something back home, man, that home could be proud of.
That's something where I think me and you kind of see eye to eye on, is the element of being able to say, I want VA to have something for itself. A lot of times we are so influenced because of it being a military town, because it's a center point where people like go in and out of. We get influenced by so many outside influences that we kind of lose sight of the fact that, there's a lot of things that originated here that are affecting the game even today. Producers, athletes, entertainers, all of that. So I think if we get back to self again and having people represent the area and represent brands from the area in a strong way, it will continue to restore that and even probably open up a new path for new people and new brands and stuff, new energy out there, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So yeah, shout out to that, man. I love that. I love that mindset. Tell me this, man. So, like, you moving and shaking out here, how's your reception been, and how has your experience been out here moving as a brand in your short time? Talk about that.
As a lot of people out there in the community already know, my brand's caught a lot of backlash on things. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna get in depth with it all, because I realize, man, when you doing something, man, that's outside of the box, man, and you destined to do something that's big, you just got to be prepared to deal with what all comes with it.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So I've always been prepared for that. That's something we've always been prepared for as a brand, because we're not young. We grown. You know what I'm saying? We conduct businesses and all that. You know what I'm saying? So for us, it was more so about, how can we make the brand more effective, man, and get it out there so people know what's really going on and know that we here. So it's just been, man, just trying to market and do the right things, man. Like, we did, you know what I'm saying? We just got the new packaging in the other day, you know what I'm saying, with the OT Exotic label. You know what I mean? Y'all already know about the Panda Milk.
Yes, sir.
We getting ready to drop the Pandas Runts at the end of the month. You know what I'm saying? So that's our other strand that's coming in. So like, we about to have that one ready for y'all soon. And we got some real big shit coming along, man, with the homie Vic Lean. You know what I mean? We already got some stuff.
Shout out Vic Lean.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Vic Lean, man, because we really got some stuff bubbling.
Man. He don't got no help at his table.
Nah, I'm gonna go take his table over when we done here, right, so my man can slide over here on the table.
Yeah, let's do that for sure. But yeah. Facts, man. Facts.
But yeah, man, it's been fun, man. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, through all the craziness, man, we done had a lot of shit happen, but we done met a lot of good people, man. Like, the people that's in this room today with us, man, like, this was an organic, like, relationships that we built with these gentlemen in here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all organic. Like, it's all been 100. It's all been love. So for us, it's cool, man. We just really we want to bring something new to VA, man, and really try to get the culture, man, going in another direction, because, I mean, what else is there to do?
Yeah, that's true, man. That is so true. Right now, it's that time. It's like for me, it's like a new, I don't want to say like a new VA. I hate that type of lingo, but like, it's like a new renaissance. It's a new emergence of talent and creativity and brands and people and all kind of stuff. Like, it's just time to start a new history. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not to, kick to the curb what happened in the past and the people that brought this to where it's at now, but just to say, hey, it's out there and it's enough talent for us to be able to continue this thing forward with new ideas. We don't got to do things the same old way.
And man, to be honest with you, like, it was crazy because
Let me get that lighter.
when VA went legal, man, I was sitting, you know what I'm saying, in the Bay, and I was just like, man, I know my home state just didn't go legal with this shit, man. And my peoples, they over there laughing at me and shit, and they like, hey, bro, you always said you was never gonna go back home, man. Like, what you gonna do now? And so, I sat on it. I had moved down and was living down south, you know what I mean? And so, I ended up, meeting someone. It was worth my while to come back home because she was here.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, with that being said, I bought some land and built a house for her. And
Nice.
I moved home, you know what I'm saying, to really push my brand and really get this shit out here, you know what I'm saying? And my business partner, Chosen One, man, this man has been so fucking important for the brand, bro.
Yo, shout out Chosen One, man.
Yeah, Chosen One, you really be on it, man. You really done helped me with this a whole lot, fam. You know what I mean? So it's dope, bro, cause we here now. And you know what I'm saying? We just gotta keep promoting this, man, cause like a lot of people across the country are shocked that VA even went legal. You know what I mean? Like when you hear people talk about it in interviews and other podcasts, man, it's kind of like, damn, VA went legal. Like I can't even believe they went legal. Like that was one of the last states.
Yeah.
But they did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the only thing, man, I'm not gonna get into the politics of the whole deal, but I just hope that this creates a whole new avenue, man, for generational wealth. You know what I'm saying? For another class of people that haven't had many opportunities.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So to me, and it's a beautiful thing. Like I was saying earlier, man, like with the cannabis community, man, like it brings people together that normally wouldn't even socialize together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
There's been a ton of people that I'm in business with now, that I'm working with now, that we had said that, like, if I were to see them in 7-Eleven, I probably wouldn't even have a conversation with them.
Facts.
So.
But now that you know and you be around people that you're not used to, that you normally wouldn't even be around or associate with, when you go out in public, man, it makes you more freely to be open to people that you normally wouldn't talk to, because you've already kind of broken that line of like.
It's a lot of elements, man, that people can learn in, like, the vendors in this whole entire community to better themselves as businessmen. A lot of times people treat it, and that's kind of goes into what we're talking about with brands over bags, but a lot of times people treat it as just strictly a hustle.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's a hustle, I'm about to flip it. And instead of saying, hey, use this to be able to build your brand and create an outlet outside of that. So that's a fact, man. That is 100% fact, man.
Yeah, it's if you really want to be taken serious in this, man, while this renaissance is going on, while this, it's like the prohibition era. But if you really want to be taken serious, man, and looked at, you're gonna have to brand up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to start promoting yourself and branding yourself, because that's really what it is. If you're not doing that now at this stage, or looking to do it at this stage, I mean, what are you really in here doing it for?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What's the point?
You're just treating it like a hustle, and it's not gonna last.
It's not gonna last, man.
It's not gonna last, man. Well, I'll tell you like this, brother. I had a good time talking to you.
Yes, sir.
We still got some more to do. As far as the rest of this night, we just getting started, really.
Yeah, we just getting started with it tonight.
And we just getting started with it, kicking off the first one, people. Y'all make sure y'all tune in every Thursday. We're gonna be kicking this kind of stuff off, podding, talking about real things, TV shows, entertainment, refreshments, all kind of fly shit. So make sure y'all pull up if you know, you know.
Already.
Make sure you go to www.futureworldsport.com. Get all the latest gear. My shirt right now is up there. Got it for sale. We got the kicks up there, all kind of gear. Make sure you go check that out. We're dropping something on December the 15th, a special collection. Fuck Balenciaga, all that weird shit they doing. Fuck them. But we got a collection dropping for it. It's gonna have beanies, hats, bubble jackets, sweatpants, fucking crew necks, quarter zips, all kind of shit, man.
Yeah, he dropping the whole thing on
Yeah, a
it.
whole collection on them, man. But yeah, go ahead, send them out. Let them know where.
Hey, if you need to find us, man, check us out at OT_exotics on IG.
And the merch is right here.
You know what I'm saying? We got the trucker hats, we got the hoodies, we about to drop the free to plant hoodies.
Show them that hoodie real quick.
You
That
know
shit's
what I'm
hard.
saying?
Hey yo, is this a? That's hard. Is this y'all, right?
Nah, that's my man over there,
Is that a
Vaughn.
baby?
Shout out to my man Vaughn from Money Hungry over
Yo,
there.
shout out Vaughn.
My man
Hey, yo, Vaughn,
my
is
man
this-
got the merch and everything.
Hey,
Hey,
Vaughn.
come here, Vaughn.
Hey,
Come
Vaughn.
over here, fam.
Is this a baby?
Man, listen, my man got merch for everything, bro.
What
He got
is-
the yeah,
this the
bro.
joints.
Yeah, throw it on your shorty,
It's
man.
the
Have the bedtime joints.
He got the joints. Okay. I thought this was. I thought this was like one of the infant onesies.
Hey, he'll pull it out though. Don't get it twisted. He'll have that shit on him too.
Hey, go ahead, man. Shut him out, man. Let him know. Go ahead. It's a million people tuned in.
Money hungry.
Already. Yeah. This shit is hard too.
Yeah.
Oh, I need one of these.
I'm gonna give you the camo because you crazy.
I need one. That's fire.
Yeah, my man
Hey,
definitely
Money Hungry,
doing it with
man.
the merch. Yeah.
Shout out Vaughn, man. He got some fly shit.
Hell yeah.
That's what I'm saying, vendors and people in this community, man. You better merch up. You better boss up because it's more than just you popping up a little table and selling some fucking bud. You gonna have to really expand and grow and build this shit out. You got a limit. You on the clock. When you see my man Vaughn, you see my man OT. You see Vic Lean, you see how he giving it up. My man, somebody else in here has some fucking shit,
Shit,
too.
my man Jetpack, you know what I'm saying?
Jetpack.
My man 420 High Rise.
Hell
over
yeah,
here,
high
you know what I'm
rise. He should,
saying?
yeah, facts, man. That's how we doing it, man. It's time to elevate, man. Go all the way the fuck up. That's a fact. Grow the fuck up, man.
You know what I'm saying? Gotta be grown about your business and stuff, man. It's never personal, it's always business.
That's a fact, man. That's a fact. So, listen, man. FWS Future World Sport Broadcast Network, the global standard. We just got done with the OT Exotic Interview. Very happy to have that one in the books. Classic. And yeah, go ahead. Anything else you want to say to him?
I'm just gonna leave y'all with, oh.
Peace.